What's going on, everyone? It's Hicks here from TGN, bringing you guys some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay as I do this little commentary for you guys. This is going to be split up into two parts. Part one is going to be the pros of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 that I have found. And the second part is going to be all the negative feedback, all the negative and, cons of this game. So let's just move on to the pros. So I want to first start off with the most obvious things. So we're going to go with graphics, the visual look for the PC. Now I play PC Call of Duty. I don't play console Call of Duty, so my experiences are going to be very different from the console, so please take that in mind. So we're going to go, so in the graphical style of things, you can tell right away that it's very easy on the eyes. It is very DirectX 9-ish. I mean, there's no better other way to explain it. Because if you try to compare something like Battlefield 3 to Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 3 is very DirectX 11, where everything's very glossy, shiny, very bright, and colors are really popping out. And DirectX 9, colors are very subtle, they're not very bright, and it's very smooth on the eyes. So I'd have to say that I really like the graphical style that they have, but it is, this really isn't a con, but it's kind of like a negative feedback for Activision, is they use the same, almost the exact same textures that they did on Modern Warfare 2, which is a big no-no in the gaming world, that you should never, use the exact same detail or exact same textures that you use on a previous game. But other than that, the graphical look is fine. It's very nice. Weapons look really nice. The environments are very nice and simple. They're not explosions everywhere. They're not, you don't have a bunch of stuff in your face while you're trying to play. So I really do enjoy that part about Modern Warfare 3. So now we'll move on to the map side of things. Now, maps are pretty nice. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the maps so far on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 because they are too small. And in all honesty, I think they're perfect for this style of gameplay. I believe Call of Duty is one of the best run-and-gun arcade-type shooters, just like Quake and Doom and Unreal Tournament are. But, Call of Duty makes it great because of how they made the map design. There are so many entry points and exit points for each map that it's very hard to not encounter someone while you're running, which is very good because I didn't like in games like Black Ops where I had to run a actual farther distance to find somebody. So making these maps very small and tight quarters and very tight to maneuver around was very nice, and I like that. A lot of people will disagree with that, but in all honesty, as an arcade style shooter, things like map size should be small so you can get constant action. So I would have to say yes, the map size is a big positive for me. And now we're going to move on to weapons and weapon balance. So the weapons in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 are almost the exact same that they were in Modern Warfare 2. They seem to be very and fairly balanced. Besides the shotguns, that's a pretty big con so far, is the shotguns are very underpowered. They do absolutely no damage unless you're straight up in front of someone's face and they're shooting at you. But it's anywhere between 2 to 3 shotgun shells to actually get someone in close up, which is pretty bad. But other than that, the weapon balance is there. The weapons are finally balanced. They're a little bit better than Black Ops in my opinion. And I definitely like the weapon looks, the weapons they decided to choose. And you can definitely tell, and even if a weapon says, the accuracy is better than the weapon before, you will notice that those weapons have a lot higher recoil, but their bullet patterns are a lot more accurate. For example, the Scorpion submachine gun, or the Scorpion secondary weapon, has a lot more recoil than, I'm going to call it the TMP, the gun before it. So it's very cool that they've, tried to implement this type of weapon style, and I definitely would agree and say that the weapons are a big pro in this game, and they're a lot more balanced than they were in previous Call of Duties made by Infinity Ward. So now we're going to go to the leveling system. Now the leveling system is, in a typical Call of Duty game, your leveling system is you just get a bunch of kills and you level up getting attachments and things like that. Well, they've kind of looked at other games, and I like this path they're taking on with the leveling system, and the fact that you have to get, you have to get kills, of course, and you have to do, now achievements to level up your weapon. And it takes a few leveling up weapons or weapon levels to unlock things like your little perks, like your focus, your breath, your 2 attachments, your kick, those little things that go with your gun, and that, your red dots, your camos and stuff. You have to gain levels on that gun to get that. And that's a very good step that they're taking with the leveling up system. For the fact that, a game that I will reference because it reminds me of this game is Red Orchestra 2. Now, Red Orchestra 2 is a very in-depth leveling up system FPS shooter. Now, in Red Orchestra 2, let's say you use a gun like the Mazen, okay, you get a kill and you level up your gun, and you only level up that gun, and it also only gives you attachments for that gun. And the best thing about this leveling system in Red Orchestra 2 is the more you use it, you get more perks such as accuracy, reload speed, kick from the gun, range you can see, things like that. And that's where I hope the Call of Duty series takes the leveling system more, is to go more in depth with each weapon. So you get a percentage, after let's say 5 levels, you get a percentage added to accuracy or something like that to your weapon. So it'll really make certain guns maybe a little bit more, I don't know, it'll go to your style of play, instead of, it feels like in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 that all the guns kind of feel the same. Like they all have close to the same recoil, same to the close fire shot patterns, whether it's burst, semi-automatic, or a fully automatic. But the leveling system they've chose for the weapons is superb for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and I definitely like the route that they're going. So let's hope in the next game they kind of bump it up and go a little bit more in depth. And now we're going to go to the matchmaking, the system for PC, the matchmaking system. So when you go into a game, we are allowed dedicated servers, but they're unranked. That's kind of a con, but also, a positive at the same time. I see why they did it that way. But the matchmaking system is exactly like the consoles, and in all honesty, if I want to get into a game quick, I don't want to have to go through a server browser, I can just do matchmaking and it takes me right there. That style I really enjoy for Call of Duty. Now, I do want the option, though, and I would really like the option to have dedicated servers to be able to search through a browser as well. So maybe, like, they kind of conformed or tried to force the PC to conform to console-style matchmaking, which is okay. It's another step in the PC gaming world that a lot of us are very hesitant to take. But overall, the experience that I've had with matchmaking and finding matches is superb. I find matches within 10 to 15 seconds. I'm in a game already playing. So the ability for me to get into a game is much faster than if I had dedicated servers. So guys, I think that's going to be all for the pros. I know there's not a lot of, there are things that I probably missed, but those are the things that I thought that stood out to me. If you like this video, please comment, like, and favorite this video. And if you want, now you can click on the top right for part 2, which is going to be the cons. Again, guys, it's Hicks here from TGN. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.